He found out that someone else had done the shortening without his authority, and it was not a good job. And he wrote a letter, which was a very angry letter, to S. Rajaratnam. And the day that he wrote the letter was the day that the bill for the national anthem was going to the Legislative Assembly. The bill was withdrawn suddenly. And I can only surmise it must have been due to Zubir Said's protesting to S. Rajaratnam. The original version of the national anthem at the time was in the key of G major. So instead of today, it was actually higher.
Oh, that's harder.
One tone higher. If you have it in the key of G major, the highest note is an E, which, to tell the truth, I also can't sing. It's too high. And therefore, the E becomes a D. A lot easier to sing.
That's a good call.
I was in favor of one color, red. But I knew I would not be able to get away with it because red at that time was associated with the Communist Party. I was a bit anxious that putting 3 stars will lead to uneasiness among some people because the Malayan Communist Party also has 3 stars. Because of this, we added 2 more stars to represent prosperity and peace. The crescent moon represents a newly independent country. At the same time, I showed the Malays, in particular the Muslims, that we are not a Chinese state.
The main task that lies before us now is the building of a united nation devoid of communal sentiments and suspicions.
For the colonial government, there were a lot of questions: what he stood for, whether he's Malayan-born, what are his interests, what is his family background.
Do you think he was the right person for the job?
They could have migrated, but someone like Yusof Ishak believed in what the Singapore government stood for, that we are a small cosmopolitan country, we represent meritocracy, equality, and as a Malay himself, he understood the consequences of staying in Singapore, where he will become a minority. But his belief in the system, his belief in the values of multiracialism and equality made him stay.
He symbolizes all of us. To him, devotion and loyalty are due.